thank you all for joining us. We are here today to launch Solar Over Louisville for the second year in a row. We had a great first year of the program in 2022 that engaged over 90 participants, including Ms. Sharene Camp here, whose home we are in today. Thank you so much, Sharene, for hosting us and for having us here. Very excited to launch Solar Over Louisville 2023. After a great year last year, we have all of the campaign partners here as well as installers. So excited to kick it off, and I would like to invite the one and only Mr. Mayor Greenberg to launch this campaign and announce our new selected installers for the year.
Great, thank you so much, Sumedha, and thank you, Sharene, for allowing us to show off your home and the amazing improvements that participating in the Solar Over Louisville program can provide to homeowners like we're here at today. This is one of the exciting programs that we have here at Metro Government, which actually started last year. But our administration is committed to solar initiatives throughout the city like Solar Over Louisville and other sustainability initiatives that are going to make Louisville a safer, a stronger, and a healthier city. And part of that is focusing on the health of our future environment, and certainly using solar energy is one way in which we can do that. And so that's one of the reasons why one of our first actions in office was to create and elevate the Office of Sustainability with Sumedha as our first executive director of that office. And so excited to continue programs like this and also to strengthen them. It's really important as we look to add jobs, attract people to Louisville. Using solar energy is a key part of our strategy. Also, when you participate in the Solar Over Louisville project, you can be assured that you are participating with trustworthy, credible partners who are going to install the solar panels in your home well and at an affordable price. And so we have two partners that we want to introduce today. One of them is Solar Energy Solutions, which participated last year in our program and is coming back. We're excited to have Solar Energy Solutions participating for a second year. And the second partner that we are announcing this year for the first time that we're excited to add to the Solar Over Louisville program is Icon Solar Power. So thank you all so much for both of your participation. Sure. And I know we're going to hear from you more in a moment. Last year, we had more than 90 people participate in last year's campaign. That's the third highest rate of any city in America. That is amazing to have that right here in America. And we owe that success to the participants like Sharene Camp, whose home we're in today. And so, Ms. Camp, thank you so much for allowing us to come to your home to show off how great it is to participate in the Solar Over Louisville program. We're excited to hear your story in just a moment. Our goal is to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions community-wide by 2040. And so programs like Solar Over Louisville are a key part of that plan to reach that goal, or ideally even get there sooner. That's a promise that we're making to our kids and our grandkids for the future of Louisville. So let's focus on our future. Let's focus on solarizing Louisville, and participating in Solar Over Louisville is a great way to do that. We also have other important programs like a cool roof incentives and other things that the Office of Sustainability is doing to promote renewable energies. You can find more about all of those options at louisvilleky.gov/sustainability. So a special thanks to Sumedha, the Office of Sustainability, the Louisville Sustainability Council, Kentucky Solar Energy Society, and all of our partners at Solar Over Louisville. This is an exciting thing that we're doing for today and, more importantly, for tomorrow's Louisville. Sumedha?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So now I would like to ask our partners to say a few words. First, I'd like to invite Ellen Trahan, the board chair of the Louisville Sustainability Council. They were our partner last year and will continue to help us with our community engagement.
Thank you, Sumedha. Thank you, Ms. Camp, for inviting us to your newly sustainable and resilient home. We really appreciate you hosting us. Thank you. It's really wonderful to see Solar Over Louisville come to fruition with renewable energy powering Louisville homes. At Louisville Sustainability Council, we've been working with the Office of Sustainability to create this program and develop its successful framework. We're thrilled to continue this work with Mayor Greenberg to grow the Solar Over Louisville program and see the health and resilience of our city as a priority in his administration. At the LSC, our mission is to connect communities and educate neighbors to move all of Louisville and the region towards a more sustainable and equitable future. We will continue our work with the Mayor's Office of Sustainability to turn these ideas into action. We will keep connecting with homeowners and businesses to share the Solar Over Louisville application and installation process and help them take full advantage of shared cost savings and enjoy the benefits of clean, reliable solar energy. Through outreach and educational workshops with our partners, we aim to increase participation even higher than our incredible first year, reduce carbon pollution in our city, and lower energy costs for our neighbors and local businesses. We hope that everyone will join us in this effort. Thank you, Mayor Greenberg, for partnering with the Louisville Sustainability Council, and we look forward to making a greener Louisville with all of you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Ellen. So last year's campaign was more equitable in terms of putting solar on areas that were low to moderate income as well as communities of color compared to the national average, and that's thanks to partners like LSC who helped us get the word out. We have another great partner joining us this year. That's the Kentucky Solar Energy Society. I'd like to invite Steve Ricketts, the board chair, to say a few words. It's because of their technical expertise that we've been able to, vet and make sure we have trusted installers be partners in this campaign. Steve?
Thank you. Thank you to Sharene, to Mayor Greenberg, the city's sustainability department, and the LSC, who've been stunning kind of partners, both the last year and this year. 2022 was the 6th warmest year we've ever seen in this country, and you only have to think back to yesterday to think about another very unusually warm day. You'd have to go back 47 years to find a warmer day in early March than yesterday, and we beat that by a whopping 5 degrees. So, climate change is an unassailable scientific fact, but sadly, many of our legislators in this state, and certainly many of our utilities, still want to argue the toss on that. And I think one of the beauties of Solar Over Louisville is it puts the ability to take climate action into the hands of every kind of homeowner, or just save money on your electric bill, if that's what's kind of important to you. 60%, over 60% of Americans we know from research are interested in solar. 1/3 of Americans actually have solar or are in the process of putting solar on their homes. So demand is not the issue with solar. It's helping people just make those final few steps to adopt it. And what Solar Over Louisville is actually aimed at is removing those last big barriers, number one being cost, number two being uncertainty about how you actually do it. So Solar Over Louisville has arranged for about 20% discounts over standard street prices of solar for anybody who registers with the campaign. On top of that, you would get your 30% federal tax credit as well. So it really is starting to make it available to everybody. On the uncertainty side, we get the fact that solar can be daunting. It's a new technology and people aren't sure how to get it onto their home. We spend a lot of time screening and vetting to find the best of the best installers, and you've got them here in Icon and Solar Energy Solutions today. So as Craig kind of commented, in 2022, the first campaign became the 3rd biggest in the US, which is amazing in year one, but I think there's an even bigger fact that I want to say here is that it's encouraged other cities to do the same. So within a few weeks, you will hear announcements from both Lexington and Frankfurt that they are similarly launching solarize campaigns in their own cities. And when you put the 3 of them together, they will cover 1/3 of the population of Kentucky, all having access to discounted solar and easy to do solar. And that's a massive thing. And lastly, we've got to give credit to the people who inspired us on this. We've shamelessly borrowed from our Indiana solar kind of cousins who've been doing solarize since 2015. And since 2015, they have doubled the amount of solar in the state by doing this in 13 cities. So we're starting with Louisville, we're spreading it to 2 more cities, and that's our firm intent to double the amount of solar in this state as they have done in Indiana. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Steve. So I would like to next invite our trusted installation partners to say a few words. Thank you so much for working with us to provide a competitive price for all of the participants, which is a 15 to 23% discount. So first, I'd like to invite Jeffrey Nazarko, Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Solar Energy Solutions.
Thank you, Samantha. First, very, very thankful for your business last year, and it was very inspiring to hear that even in the winter months that the offset that was provided by solar was a benefit to you. So it really does make the job, enjoyable to hear those kind of stories that we're really helping people out in the market. And so thank you to the mayor, Sumeda, and the Louisville Sustainability Council, and the Solar Energy Society of Kentucky. It is really an honor to be here. We were selected for the first Solar Over Louisville program here, and had 90 installs, and it was just a real pleasure working with everybody. We do sell solar, but I think the first and foremost, we're really consultative in the approach that we take to making sure that people get the right products for their home, whether that be for energy offset, sustainability, if they're looking for battery backup systems, etc. And we have people like River Fox here, who engage first and foremost in trying to understand the needs of the customer and ultimately what they're trying to do. So you'll see some companies just trying to pack panels on roofs. That's not an approach that we take. And people like Solar Energy Solutions or Icons certainly set themselves apart in that respect. We look forward to another robust year here. We have an install crew in Jefferson town that has performed all these installations, and we look forward to growing this program and growing our participation in Louisville, and ultimately adding jobs to the city and tax revenues that can be banked on. We have started, as a matter of course, consultative workshops around the state to talk Solar 101 programs, just like the ones that CASIS has put on. And we do have, through the city on March 16th, the virtual Solar 101 campaign, and announcements will be made and so forth on that short order. And we also have one on the 18th of March at St. Matthew's Library, and that information can be found on our website. That's 3:30. And again, you come talk about solar, talk about your interest. If you don't particularly trust it and you want to have a conversation about the benefits and drawbacks, or we'll have an open and honest conversation with you about that. And I think that will change a lot of people's minds who may be doubters. So thank you very much for everything that you've done and for the program and for solar in general. And thank you, Mayor, for having us as part of this program. And again, thank you very much for all of your business.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Very happy to have SES join us again. And now also very excited to have Icon Solar joining us this year. So I'd like to invite Zach Weber, Director of Operations at Icon Solar Power.
Well, thank you. And again, thank you all. It's hard to say anything different than what they've said already, because they've really, everybody who's spoken before me has hit the nail on the head with sustainability and the need for making solar available for a lot of people. And I live in Kentucky. My partner lives in Kentucky, so it's great to be involved with a project here to where we're able to get as much in front of as many people as we can, to give them the opportunity to be able to go solar. And I think that Louisville and the Kentucky Solar Energy Association they've done the right thing. They've picked the right groups. I mean, we've been involved with other solarized places in Ohio and Indiana, and we've worked with Solar Energy Solutions a lot. We really respect that company. We've been around for coming up on 14 years next month. So, I want to stress that anybody who's interested in having us come to your home, I know Solar Energy Solutions has been around for a while, that you guys have a company that has been around and has done solar for a long period of time. And that's all we do. We just do solar. We're not an electric company, we're not a roofing company, we're not a window company, we just do solar. So echoing again what Jeff said, it's a very consultative approach to the whole process. The vetting process was very strong. They had spoke with us and a lot of other, I'm sure, installers over this period to make sure that everybody was aligned, we're saying the right things, we're being able to present things that were appropriate and correct to all of the customers, so that the customers are able to make the decision to be able to do it. And with the amount of financing that we have available, folks can do this with little or no money down. So it's just a great thing. There's a lot of reasons that folks want to go solar. They want to save money, they want to be energy independent, they want to do what's right for the for the planet and go green. And solar achieves all of that stuff. It's just a great technology that, once people start seeing it around, it's going to be a normal thing. And I look forward to being a part of this process to help bring more of it to Louisville. So thank you all. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm just proud to be a part of the initiative. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Zach. Now, finally, I'd like to invite Ms. Sharene Camp to say a few words to share her experience having been part of this campaign last year.
Thank you. I just want to say that this has been one of the best programs I have ever participated in, probably one of the only. I received a new roof from this program, solar that was installed in 3 days. Very good workers, and I love it. I'm trying to go green, and Sameda and all the workers, they have really participated and helped me with ease get through this. So help the environment, please.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharene.
Thank you so much, Sharene. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure everyone has information on how you can participate in this campaign. So as of today, Solar Over Louisville is live. You can go to our website, 100percentlou.com/2040. That's 100% spelled out, .com/2040, where you can find information about Solar Over Louisville and how to sign up, who's eligible. This, by the way, covers Louisville as well as 7 surrounding counties in Kentucky and Indiana. You'll also find information about the installers, the discount that's available, and the enrollment period is open through June, so we look forward to receiving lots of applications. We also have 2 workshops coming up. They're both free. The first one is March 16th, and it'll be virtual at 7 p.m. And the second one is going to be in person at the LFPL main library downtown on Saturday, April 1st at noon. So they are free, but we do require registration. So please go to 100percentlou.com/2040, and that's how you can continue to be engaged with this campaign. And that's a wrap. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take it.